families, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video once again is about Burkina Faso. Yes, business as usual. Everything is about business with these leaders, and they are very serious about it. Yesterday, when the president announced that some of the humanitarian workers are misusing funds, well, we just have an idea, but we don't know what is more about. He said that the money need to be used to develop the country. Late last night, this news or announcement came up. Please watch and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
Despite the security and humanitarian crisis that is focusing the government's attention, the development of basic social services is not an afterthought. In the detailed report on the January 2000 to June 22, 2024 transition plan, Captain Ibrahim Traoré's team was able to mobilize more than 10 billion CFA francs in communal revenues in the first quarter, compared with the forecasts announced. 9 billion CFA francs. That the 13 illusions in their departments, now with special delegation presidents, have had a little more money to develop their localities better. If you want to mobilize the 10 billion, it comes from the state budget. In other words, the state. When designing the budget, if you like, there's also the local authorities' share. This share depends on what the state can mobilize. So the more money the state is able to mobilize, the more money the local authorities are able to receive to implement the basic services required by the population. These basic services for the population include education, health, water and sanitation, economic development, culture and improving the living environment, to name but a few. In 2021, the state allocated 15.30% to these communities, a figure that has risen slightly to 15.45% in 2023. Communal revenues have also risen, thanks to local development mining funds. Example, if I take the Sahel region alone, which has benefited from over 2 billion in development forms. There are also regions like the Central Plateau, which received just over 1.3 billion. The more the mining companies continue to contribute to the local development fund, the more this money will be distributed to the communities and the more resources the communities will have to implement their areas of competence. There is certainly the contribution of the mining companies, but that's not an open secret. Not all mines are operating at full capacity at present, because of the security situation. So it's also up to this community, over and above state allocations, to develop solid local initiatives to generate more financial resources to, let's say, they can commit themselves. Activities that will enable them to generate money. If I take, for example, the communes or certain regions or certain communes are more propitious, for example in terms of slaughterhouses, sometimes it's livestock markets. The money generated by these activities is used by the municipal, departmental or regional councils for their own benefit. From people directly. To corroborate this prompt analyzing these figures, in 2022, the Fonds Minier de Développement Local mobilized 48 billion CFA francs for these communities. A year later, in 2023, the same fund was able to record 20 billion CFA francs. More than half as much as the year before. At grassroots level, therefore, it's up to the players concerned to speed up the implementation of endogenous initiatives for greater independence.
I like what they are doing. I really like because they are transparent. They want us to know what is going on in the country. They want the population to know. But thank goodness they are contributing a lot of money for the government to use to help them. Anytime they meet, they just give money to the government to help them. Can you imagine if the mining sector, all of them are working, what will happen? For their main purpose is to look after their people, and that's what they are doing. Families, I will leave you here. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you all, my kings and queens, my VIPs, my returning ones, those who are passing by. If you are new here, my name is Mambi and you are very welcome. Please subscribe, like the video, stay here, don't go anywhere. Credit to BF1. I'll be back, families, with another news. Thank you so much.